let's go ahead. Let's get into the next damn reaction, y'all. So, what we about to react to next is how Erykah Badu seduced the best rappers. I'm trying to figure out what it is because, like, hey, listen, sis, whatever it is that you did, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna come through with the notes on this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's get into it. How Erykah Badu seduced the best rappers. Let's get into this damn video, y'all. Let's do it.
Erykah Badu is most known for her
kidding, by the
musical
way.
achievements, as well as her success being able to span decades. However, one thing that is less known, definitely not the most known, is how she's had a child by some of the greatest rappers ever. The Grammy Award-winning singer Erykah Badu emerged in the late 90s as a prominent member of what has been called the neo-soul scene, a subgenre that included Badu's peers Jill Scott, D'Angelo, NDRE, Music Soul Child, and Bilal, who reintroduced strong soul music with a social consciousness in the spirit of what Curtis Mayfield, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, and others such as Funkadelic were making in the 70s. With a performing arts college background mixed with an affinity for New York hip-hop, her demo got her situated with Motown Records and led her to 3 million copies selling debut album Baduism. Badu's music would be lucrative, but still managed to float beyond the more pop sensibilities of R&B in the early 2000s that were coming from Destiny's Child, Usher, and Maya at the time. Even with the whole soul music kind of quote-unquote goddess image that she had, somewhere along the way people wondered if Erykah Badu was maybe more of a voodoo priestess on the low. It's been said time and time again that Badu has the ability to tap into rappers' souls with her power of seduction. The rumor goes that when Erykah Badu sets her eyes on a rapper to engage in a relationship with her, they don't come out of it acting, thinking, or sometimes even looking the same way they did before they entered. This brings a whole new meaning to Control Freak Records, the name Badu gave to her record label. She can control rappers with her quote-unquote freakiness and can control the frequencies of energies between her and her chosen partner.
Would I put her up against Brandy? Two different genres. Both talented, beautiful women, but two different genres within music.
So much so that if Badu's 3 children were a rap group, they would be coached by some of the best because each one has a highly accomplished Southern MC for a dad. Badu has a boy named Seven with Andre 3000 of Outkast from Atlanta, one of the most successful rappers of all time, a daughter named Puma whose father is sometimes Dr. Dre collaborator The DOC from her hometown of Dallas, and Mars is the daughter that Badu has with the New Orleans rapper Jay Electronica, who, while he may not have had commercial success or even released much music, he was touted as being the next up. The mystical reputation of Erykah using her quote Baduism to seduce men seems to be an open secret in the entertainment industry. First of all, when Erykah Badu played a character named Sister in the movie What Men Want, it was a psychic fortune teller serving tea with peel as a secret ingredient. I
thought people knew this. Yeah, she got 3 kids, 3 different men.
Erykah Badu herself found similarities between herself and the character, saying, "Sister is just a bigger, over-the-top version of who I am, what I'm interested in, and it's coupled with what people believe. I am the persona that people believe I am and the mystique behind them. What actually is all of that? She got to be hot. So all of that is kind of thrown into the pot of who Sister is. But yeah, I dabble in all of the arts that are sciences that help us get closer to nature." Second of all, Compton rapper Glasses Malone has shared a story about being at the BET Awards with Birdman, the co-founder of Cash Money Records. After being blown away by how thick Badu's body was in person, Glasses Malone told Birdman that he was about to start flirting with her, until Birdman interrupted him saying,
Nah, he grabbed me again. He's like, man, she like a witch or something, man.
After Glasses Malone realized that Birdman was dead serious about Badu's black magic image, Malone took Birdman's advice and left her alone. Then there's Erykah Badu's studio that she refers to as Badudio, that is near her family home that has a bed in it, a space for meditation, a sauna, and a piano that she says, "I'm almost sure that it's haunted. I've written some hauntily crazy songs on it. I'm an okay keyboard player, but when I play this one, I'm Liberace." Her Badu has numerous rare instruments, some of which can be used as tools of seduction. I've been using sound instruments on my album since '97. There's always a bed of delta waves or zeta waves or beta waves underneath the music. One of my favorite instruments or tools I like to use are tuning forks. Badu's studio has a huge double-ended tuning fork that was customized to have delta waves on one side and beta on the other. Delta waves are brain waves associated with a state of deep sleep. This is the brainwave you're supposed to experience when you are getting restful sleep, improving your immune system and reducing stress levels. Beta waves are brainwaves associated with alertness, mental activity, memory, and mental performance. Aside from tuning forks being used to make sure musical instruments are tuned properly, tuning forks have also been used for healing practices that use vibrations to relax the emotional and physical well-being, with the sound being able to bring up hidden emotions that may have been suppressed. If you're under the impression that Erykah Badu does in fact practice witchcraft, tuning forks do get used by Wiccan witches as part of their, quote, sound healing magic rituals.
Yes.
Speaking of tuning forks, Badu also found a way to wear one in her mouth. I'm from Dallas, Texas. South Dallas, Texas, to be exact. The home of people that actually get real gold teeth put in their mouth. I designed this grill, and it's a tuning fork, controlling the frequency of the environment. Another instrument in Badu's studio is an Om wand that was given as a gift during her third ayahuasca ceremony, which indigenous cultures in South America have used as a psychedelic drug for hundreds of years, thought to have healing power. Shamans, spiritual leaders lead ayahuasca ceremonies to treat physical and mental illnesses and receive messages from ancestors and spirits. Badu has admitted that her Om wand is, quote, good for the lower chakras, for creative, tribal, and sexual energy. It's not hard to tell that not only could these tools be used to create soothing music, they could also put a willing companion in a state of charm, I guess you could say.
I need it. I need it. Where can I go buy one?
Badu definitely didn't shy away from talking about her magnetic powers to make men fall in love with her when she was a guest on the Tamron Hall show. Badu was asked if she was aware of the rumor that men can't look her in the eye without longing for her love. Badu responded by saying, women too, and children, and animals. Any living, breathing thing, I think it's indescribable. In the bedroom, that's not where you're gonna find it, because my magic doesn't lie between my thighs, it lies between my ears.
That's a bar.
Badu even found a way to profit off of her legendary sex powers by selling an incense fragrance that was based on her private parts, that was literally called Badu Pussy, which she sold her Instagram followers and said that they sold out in 19 minutes during its initial run at a cost of $50 a
19
pack.
minutes?
Sold on her Badu World Market website, she claimed that the project was handmade with the ashes of her underwear, pure resin, sun-dried, and created with essential oils and herbs. Even the creation of her incense sounded like she was casting a witch's spell on her customers. Badu stated that, there's an urban legend that my changes men. The men that I fall in love with and fall in love with me, change jobs and lives. It took a lot of pairs of my panties, cut them up into little pieces and burn them. Even the ash is part of it. The people deserve it. But that's not the end of it. Another reason why it seems like Erykah Badu is using occult practices to charm the best rappers ever is that, aside from her formal college education at Grambling University as a theater arts major, she also has certifications for Master Reiki degree, doula certification, and holistic health practitioner. Reiki therapy is said to be a way of guiding energy through the body to promote self-healing abilities in another person. The word Reiki is a combination of two Japanese words, rei, which means God's wisdom or the higher power, and ki, which means life force energy. A master Reiki like Erykah Badu is said to be able to practice it on themselves or others through light touch, practice distance healing, and can teach and initiate others into Reiki as well. There are Catholic bishops in the US that feel Reiki can be spiritually harmful, pulling recipients away from their belief in God. Badu's doula certification allows her to deliver babies for people without the assistance of doctors and nurses in a hospital. Then her certification as a holistic health practitioner gives her the ability to provide therapeutic treatments to patients for their physical, spiritual, and mental health, taking into consideration their sleeping patterns, lifestyle, eating, diet, and environmental exposures. All of these practices give Badu quite a bit of control over a person who's in love with her. when Chicago rapper Common was no longer in a relationship with Erykah Badu, another
forgot they
legendary
dated.
rapper. He said, "Some of the hardest work I've done on myself has been after breakups. With Erykah Badu, that was my first love where you're just open and floating. When we split, I was 27 or 28. I was in a haze, just going through the motions. It was hard to eat. It wasn't her fault. The relationship just didn't go forward. I was in another breakup after that was heavy. That one honestly is what sent me to therapy." In order to better understand how Erykah Badu charmed the best rappers ever, let's look at the outcome of 4 of her most high-profile relationships: Common, Andre 3000, the DOC, and Jay Electronica. In 2000, Badu began dating the rapper Common, who took her on a trip to Cuba, which was still illegal at the time. Common wanted her to get a Santeria reading. Years later, she couldn't remember the exact results of the reading, but joked that maybe the practitioner told her not to get with Common. Common admitted that Badu was his first true love and they collaborated on music together, including the songs The Light and Love of My Life. Not only did she teach Common how to speak his mind more, his dress code switched from baggy jeans to crochet pants and hats at the time. He even recorded a highly experimental psychedelic album called Electric Circus that confused critics and a lot of his fans. In an attempt to make Badu happy, Common was photographed for Essence magazine on his hands and knees, helping Erykah plant a vegetable garden. Common may have been totally infatuated with Badu at the time, but unfortunately the feeling wasn't mutual, with Erykah telling Common she needed space, which was hard for him to accept. After trying to break up with Common many times, she finally brought their relationship to a close in 2002. When it came to her power of attraction, Common joked about Erykah's lady parts. "Yeah, the Badu box is real. It can take you to another universe. But seriously, that's when you meet somebody that's real special and you're like, man, this woman she got something else, man. It ain't just the activity. It ain't just the looks. It's like something that's kind of like spirit-wise, where you're like, this woman got something else." Common and Erykah Badu never had children together, but before dating Common, Badu became a mother for the very first time with another legendary rapper, Andre 3000 from Outkast. Their son, 7 Sirius Benjamin, was conceived weeks before the release of Erykah Badu's debut, Baduism album, with both parents literally on tour during the pregnancy. Badu discusses the beginning of her relationship with Andre 3000 during a Red Bull Music Academy talk. "It was 1997. My single came out February 7th, On and On. I heard it in New York in a club and met Andre that night. No, that's a year before. Let me back up. 2 years earlier, I met Andre at the club and they played the song On and On. 2 years later, February 7th, On and On came out on the radio. February 11th, I got pregnant."
Damn.
Erykah Badu and Andre 3000's relationship had such a strong attraction that they've admitted to being lovers before becoming friends. Their relationship wasn't just a private one. There was a bunch of music that they created together, like the song Other Side of the Game, the 3rd single of Erykah's album, Baduism. Badu was on several songs from Andre 3000's group Outkast, such as Liberation on the Aquemini album, and Humble Mumble from the album Stankonia. There were even times when Andre 3000 addressed the relationship in his music, like the song Mrs. Jackson, where the lyrics are an apology to Badu's mother after he and Badu broke up, where Andre...
And a lot of people mistakenly thought that this song was about Janet Jackson. It's just like, nope, it was not. That was an apology letter to Badu's mother.
3000 says, "Thoughts of me, thoughts of she, thoughts of he, asking what happened to the feeling that her and me had. I prayed so much about it, need some knee pads. It happened for a reason, one can't be mad. So just know that's everything's cool, and yes, I'll be present on the first day of school and graduation." Andre 3000 also addresses his relationship with Badu in A Life in the Day of Benjamin Andre, where he says, "So on a trip to New York on some beeswax, I get invited to a club where MC's at, and on stage is a singer with something on her head. I started liking this girl. Now you know her as Erykah On and On Badu. Call Tyrone on the phone, why you? Do that girl like, oh boy, thought you ought to be ashamed. That song wasn't about me and that ain't my name. We're young, in love, in short we had fun. No regrets, no abortion, had a son." Let's not forget that Andre 3000 went from dressing in Kangol hats and sports jerseys like his other Outkast group member, Big Boy, to wearing white Andy Warhol wigs, pink furs, bare-chested with shiny pants, and feather costumes, making his funky fashion choices seem like he was under a Badu spell as well. The second man to have a child with Erykah Badu was the rapper The DOC, who people may have thought he was from Compton because of his close working relationship with Dre, but he's actually from Erykah's home city of Dallas, Texas. It isn't quite clear when the DOC and Erykah Badu started dating, but their daughter Puma was born in 2004.
She's beautiful. She is beautiful. She is beautiful.
Which is 2 years after Common was out of the picture. It's also unclear when they broke up. In 2011, the DOC gave an interview to the Dallas Observer that really upset Erykah, where he spoke about private details about her Dallas home,
What's up, Simba?
how much he was fascinated by her, and how—
You feel me? You feel me? She is gorgeous. Gorgeous, man. Gorgeous. Fuck, man.
much he
Even
would
me
like
for
them to be
saying
on a
this.
reality show
Fuck.
together that would end with them getting married. Once this interview was published, Erykah's team shut down the reality show idea and stated that there was no romantic connection between the two. When MTV asked the DOC his opinion on this response, he admitted he might have gone too far with the reality show idea, but he wasn't convinced that Erykah didn't love him when he said, "I love Erykah. Erykah loves me. I don't need no rings to love her." But the DOC has stated that he and Erykah remained friends to the point that she helped with his documentary about his life, and she even used her skills as a doula to deliver his boys that he became a father to with his wife.
Wow. Oh,
Out of all the
damn.
rappers that Erykah has been most public with, it seems like the DOC didn't start dressing more flamboyantly, and his musical approach didn't change much either. Erykah Badu's third child is with New Orleans rappers that's rarely seen in the media and was famously signed by Jay-Z to Roc Nation and took a decade to put out an album, Jay Electronica. Erykah Badu and Jay Electronica dated for 5 years, starting in 2009. The same year they had their daughter Mars Merkaba Thedford, which was Erykah's third child. Jay Electronica already had an elusive nomadic lifestyle outside of the spotlight and was wearing everything from baseball caps to Indiana Jones hats. But clearly, Jay's attraction to Erykah was extremely strong, to the point that he seemed to be on a musical vacation during their relationship. Some people wonder if Badu's effect on Electronica helped lead to his 10-year delay on his Roc Nation debut album.
She might have that voodoo.
Erykah's other daughter, Puma, with the DOC, and Seven with Andre 3000, were present when Jay and Erykah's child Mars was born at home with the aid of a midwife. One strange turn of events is when Jay Electronica was perceived to have possessive behavior in 2019. According to Hype Fresh, Jay Electronica expressed his feelings on Instagram, where he jokingly said that Erykah belongs to him, he is her dad, and that other dudes better not be in her DMs. But it proved to all be in fun when they continued to have a co-parenting situation after they went their separate ways. In fact, Erykah seems to have remained—
So that's why Jay Electronica went crazy. He got a taste of that spaghetti and was fixated on her. I guess that she had that touch on every man that came her way. You know what I mean? You know, between her and there's a couple of actresses that comes from like, you know, the 50s and the 60s that was just untouchable. You know, like when it came down to that, it's just like that essence was just, you know, powerful. That is something it is. I always am like, yo, I need to essence it. I need to essence it. What do I need to do more? But I do got that snapping Simba.
friends with all three of the
Simba.
rappers that she's had children with.
The coochie got a little kick
For
to
the
it.
women out there that wish to attract men with probably unorthodox, some would say evil, some would say witchy means, the advice Erykah Badu has given is to drink raw organic cranberry juice for a healthy womb and bladder, and for those, quote, lady parts to be sweeter. She's also stated
She not wrong. She not wrong. Because the probiotic with the cranberry, you know what I'm saying? The people that know, that know. If you get it, you get it. You know what I'm saying?
that intimacy isn't a big deal to her,
If
but
you
when
get
it
it, you
is
get it.
time, she prefers regular because she's said it's good for the liver, gallbladder, and the intestines. Erykah has definitely had fun with a reputation for men falling head over heels for her, and what makes the rumors all that much more believable is the results that have led to her charming some of the best rappers ever, and her more leaning into it than trying to dispel these rumors. It also adds to that aura of mystique that Jay Electronica had for such a long time. Make sure to subscribe for more.
That, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Listen, Badu had the man, you know what I'm saying, going crazy for it. Hey, listen, W Badu for real. Shit. Is that spaghetti thing a real thing? It might be. Kai got Zendaya on his stream. Swear. But hey, listen, W reaction. I'm glad that this week you got the chance to watch the video. You know what I'm saying? On that note, I'm off of this thing.